Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. So we're going to be looking at some eggs. Two have already pipped. We're not done yet for this season. So one egg hatched last week, or snake hatched last week. This one right here is 4 eggs and 2 have pipped. And then we had another clutch in the incubator, which is a leopard yellow belly clown to a fire entry clown. So that should be exciting, all clowns in that one. So this one is like a little bit of a weird clutch, but let's go with the one that's right here on what happened with this one. So I don't know if you guys remember, I had a butter clown over here that I put with a leopard yellow belly clown, and she didn't show any signs of ovulation. She didn't show any signs of pre-shed. She didn't go off of food at all the entire time. She actually ate the week before she actually laid eggs. So when she laid eggs, she laid 4 eggs. She pooped and she shed, which is super weird because normally you go through this really big process. I know some things do happen, but normally there's a long process and they go off of food, then they show an ovulation, then they shed, and then they lay eggs. Well, this one didn't. So it laid 4 eggs, 3 rotted within a week, and there was no embryos in the egg itself. So those ones were bad to itself, and then 1 egg looked really bad, but I kept it and it didn't rot, and it nothing happened to it. So it actually pipped last week, and unfortunately it is in shed and she just tried to bite me. So we're gonna look at this one. So we do have one. Her colors are super bright, super amazing. She isn't shed though because it's her first shed. I don't know if you guys can see her or him. I haven't sexed this one yet, but it's the only one that has survived. And then you can probably tell that this one has tiny little eyes. Both of them are itty bitty. So it is a little bit of a defect. And I would guess that this is a yellow belly clown. So let me try to take this one off of the camera, off the mount. Okay, so this is a little bit better on the angle. You can see she has tiny eyes. She's definitely a very big baby. Beautiful snake. Awesome colorations, and the patterns on this one is just super wild. So she's definitely hyper. She does calm down. She doesn't have any wobbling issues. She's just super hyper right now. But you can see how the patterns on her back kind of go from the front, how they go like the clown, and then halfway down her back, or down her body, they just kind of fade out. So I think she's super pretty, and it's a bummer that she has small eyes. Neither of the parents have small eyes, so I think it's just a defect with the egg. I don't think it would affect the offspring. So I'm not sure, even though it is, I think it's a yellow belly. I think it's just a yellow belly clown, but you can see some of the, I guess that would be flaming on the edges, and then she's probably not going to let us see the belly. So there we go on the belly a little bit, but beautiful animal. Look at that patterning on the head is just gorgeous. Really awesome all the way through. And I don't know if we can really see. So we can see like I said, you can see the pattern, and then it just goes away right there towards the back, which I think is awesome. That does kind of look like a little bit leopard on the back, but I don't think it is a leopard. She's too bright to be a leopard, but the only survivor and looking really good. So I personally do like the albinos on the ball pythons a lot better than with the boas. Because they just keep their colorations much brighter. So this one's already pipped. There's cuts all across it. So once one pips, and definitely 2 pips, the other one should be perfectly fine as well. And I've been seeing a lot of people saying that they're cutting their eggs early, like day 50, day 55, and they're seeing the umbilical cords wrapped around their snakes. So I don't know if that, so they say cutting definitely helps save the animal. I've not had that problem. Hopefully I don't ever have that problem, but that's what I said about having hopefully I don't ever have a deformed snake, and then I had the one with tiny eyes. So hopefully everything works out with that one pretty well. So cut. Don't cut the snake. And this one has almost no veins at all. There's a little bit of blood, but no veins are on the top here. So I think this one's ready to absorb all of the yolk. And it is an albino. they're all albinos, so this one's not going to be that exciting of a thing, but it is cool to see these animals come out, and I just love the albinos. I don't know why. I just like the bright yellows and the bright whites. So that one's got a lot of blood, but this one did pip. So this one's kind of messy, but there we go on this one. Beautiful. You can still see that the umbilical cords are still attached to the yolk. Normally when I cut them within a day or two, they're fully absorbed and then they're actually out crawling around. So this one's a little weird. So if we end now, it's because some of these eggs, some of the babies are not doing all right in here. So we'll just do one snip. I'm always scared to cut all the way across because if they lift their heads or tails, I really don't want to snip them, but I don't know if that's possible to do. So we're just going to cut kind of around. And these cuts are way better than what I've cut the last two on. The other ones I totally butchered. But try not to cut any of the major veins. And that's a big one. Some of these snakes are big that I'm getting. The last two clutches, or three clutches, the babies have not been under 75 grams, which is supposedly pretty big. So beautiful albino, and you can tell that this one's head is ready to start poking out. So this is the one that I'm worried about. Looks like a weird potato, but again, I appreciate the support on the channel. And again, I got a bunch of snakes that are eating very well, that are for sale. They're all pied right now for sale. Orange Dream Leopard, Enchi pied stuff. So the season is not over. I've already paired up two snakes that have locked. So we're going to get ready for next year. And this one is ooey gooey, but yeah, there's this one's okay. So I can see the umbilical cord like around the snake, but I don't think it's a bad thing. So here we'll try to get, that's a lot of blood too. So I'll try to get the camera over here. It's kind of, my hands are messy, but we'll get it over here real quick. And then, so like right, I don't know if we can really see it. So you can see the purple umbilical cord in the back corner. Now I don't know if that's considered wrapped around. Now that I was talking about it, I can kind of see it. But you would think that this happens in nature and they can kind of do their thing. So this one's still in the sack. Probably should have waited to cut, but I think it'll be okay. And I don't know, I kind of want to cut a little more, because now that I was talking about these umbilical cords wrapping around, this one's kind of like, well, this one might be wrapped. But I don't know if it's really wrapped or not, so this one's totally getting butchered. But I think it'll be okay. So, I mean, I'm just going to let it do its thing. And that should be okay. So, a bunch of beautiful little baby snakes, a bunch of albinos, and they look good. So, I've incubated these. In here, it was 87 to 88, and then 99% humidity. It's all kind of got jumbled up because of it's been open. But these ones look really good. Look how big that one is. So, super awesome, super exciting. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Oh, now her head's out, or his. So they look good. Eyes look good, unlike the other one. But we'll know once they come out if they got any kinks in them. Hopefully not. So, that is that.